Shalom, Brother Kabah back with a GMS lesson. GMS keep pushing. Before I go any further, I give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth according to the Bible and will. Slakia, and that's how my life sincere acting toward a full plus year, pushing His truth through diligence, sincerity, and charity. And now Shalom, all you sincere followers, believers of Yahweh Shem Shai, not just hearers of the word, but doers as well. You men, women, and children, don't hopefully elect. Shalom. It's a quick hit. This title probably going to be along the lines of how the Lord feels about you nations. All right. And, you see why Esau took out the Apocrypha. Okay, you see why... they say this book isn't these books isn't canon, all right, because it really condemns, all right, the so-called white man and the other heathen nations. The second Ezra 6:54 says, after these Adam also, who thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. It says, and the people whom thou hast chosen. So there, the Lord is telling you that we all come from Adam. However, through Adam there was a chosen. It's always a chosen seed, a chosen line that the Lord always chose to deal with, to give His word to. Now, in this time that we're living in, we're not being called by that righteous seed that the Lord has chosen. We're being called all different types of proverbs and bywords. But the Lord said that would happen to His people. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 41, verse 8. It says, but thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham my friend. So the Lord is telling you that Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel, okay, which in the Hebrew is Yasha Allah, He is a prince of the power. The Lord has chosen Israel. That's the chosen nation. That's who the Lord set His word, He set His affection upon. And, to this day, we're being called different types of names that do not fit us as a people. Black, all right, African American, Cuban, all right, Native, Haitian, West Indian, okay, you name it. And that's all part of the curses. That's how you know who the Israelites are. So let's go back to 2nd Ezra 6. And 54. It says, now after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people who also whom thou hast chosen. So that chosen seed, that chosen people was Israel. Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. And that's what these elites know. They know that the Lord created the world for our sakes. Everything you see, everything you lay eyes on, including them. We're going to have servants and handmaids in the kingdom. We're going to be able to travel and go and be able to have dominion over the earth because it was made for our sakes, as well as the other planets, man. But the reason, verse 56, 2 Ezra 6 and 56, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, so the other people, the other nations, the undesirables, thou hast said they are nothing. So the Lord said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, some spit. It has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So if you're carrying a big bucket of water and a drop falls, you're not going to worry about that little drop that falls from the vessel. That's how the Lord feels about these other nations. But then you Christians are throwing there and say, oh, John 3:16, oh, the Lord loves everybody. The God is a God of love. And they err not knowing the scriptures. Verse 57, it says, and now, O Lord, behold, the heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. That's right. That was a curse that we put up. The Lord put upon us, man. They have become to be lords over us, man. We have to go to them for the want of all things. Okay? We have to go to our enemy. Let me see here. Yeah, this is let's see here. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Man. I started 45. The point I want is in 48. It says, I'll go through it quick. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee till thou beest destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he command thee this day. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Let you know that those small hats over there in the land now are not the people, because these things that happen, all right, the curses didn't happen to them. It happened to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. Verse 47, because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Yeah, we didn't serve the Lord. We served our own selves, our own lust. It says, verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, and which the Lord, Yahweh Shai, shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in the want of all things. That's what I want, in the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. So, going back to 2 Ezra 6. Where we at? And, 57 again, it says, and now, O Lord, behold, the heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. And the reason why is because we chose not to delight in the Lord's way. So therefore, the Lord handed us over to the heathen, and they've had our way ever since, man. But reading on verse 58, but we, thy people, we are the Lord's people, not every Tom, Dick, and Harry, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, and thy only begotten and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. That's right, because of our transgressions. And which, the elect is coming out of that. All right. It says, verse 59, if the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with this world? How long shall this endure? Because this is not the time for us to possess our inheritance. In a sense, all right. We know that we're going to receive that in the kingdom, all right. But the point of this lesson is that the Lord does not love these heathens. Okay, matter of fact, let's go back to Isaiah. We're ending off on this. It might be Isaiah 40. It might be in 41. What does it go? I'm trying to remember how it goes again. Man, how does that go? Is it in 40? If I can't find it, we'll just end it off here. I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh wow, that's the spirit. The water Yalba should be out shot. Isaiah 40 and 15. It says, Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket. Going back to 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, right? And are counted as a small dust of the balance. He taketh up the isles as a very little thing. Verse 17, jumping down. It says, all the nations before him are as nothing. They are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. So that's how the Lord feels about you nations. He don't give a damn. He said you're like the small dust on the balance. What does small dust on the balance weigh? Nothing. Okay? All nations are before him as nothing. Who did the Lord lay his love upon? Israel. That's what he gave his word to. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Okay? And you heathens gonna learn this in the kingdom, man. You're gonna learn this in the kingdom. You're gonna learn, that the Lord really wasn't dealing with you, as well as you other nations, you so-called Africans, so-called Chinese, Japanese, so-called Arabs, you Dahe East Indians. You're gonna see. So Lord, that's edifying. Next, I'm gonna say Shalom.